Yo, it's the man Sandal Man from Lil Daddy. That show. People know about that. I'm on tour right now on the Please Purchase Tickets tour. Please purchase tickets to the Please Purchase Tickets tour. We need people to purchase tickets. Um and find something to be happy about. Find some joy. Life is short, and we so good at worrying about things that we don't like instead of focus on the things that we do like, and that's important. Huh? And I am rocking with Michelle C at Candid Kisses TV.
It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Candid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Candy kisses blown away. Candy kisses. TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have you sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Candid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle at Candid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
What up, Kids fam? It is your girl Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move, the Jill of all trades, back with another banger. But you know what I gotta do each and every time, the same time. I gotta threaten you a little bit. Subscribe now. I'm gonna tell you, mama, act like she done raised you right. And I am so serious about these subscriptions. I'm gonna let my Aquarius sisters let you know how I really feel about this thing.
I don't wanna fuck nobody up.
No, 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 no.
I don't wanna fuck nobody up.
I don't wanna fuck nobody up. But I will.
If I have to.
And that's on Big Baby Jesus. Act like you know. So go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. So now that the church announcements are over, I am bringing you another dope channel. Let me tell you something. If you ain't seen this, brother, you are sorely missing in your comedy and kiki game. Okay, man, been rocking the stages all over the world right now. You know, he on tour right now. He's saying you need to purchase tickets. Also, been on TV rocking that thing too. Listen. He bringing joy to y'all life, and if you ain't trying to get no joy, something wrong with you. Give it up for Mandal! Pew, 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 pew.
Hey man, I just want to say that was one of the greatest podcast intros I've ever seen, ever. The slideshow, the song, the all of that was incredible, man. I'm very fortunate to be on this program.
So what you saying? If I'm a little bit of a professional, is that what you're saying?
Not a little bit, a lot professional. That was incredible. I was like, hey, did you do all the editing?
I did.
Yeah, that's impressive. Like that was incredible. I was like, she really got it going on. This is hard.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, we finna get in your business a little bit.
Absolutely.
So first question I always ask is, when did you know that you wanted to get in the entertainment industry?
You know, it was interesting. So when I was maybe 12, I had tried out for all that. No, when I was like 9 or 8, I tried out for all that. When I was a little kid, I tried out for all that. And then I did this one movie with Eva Pickford. Y'all remember her, Eva Pickford? When she before she was on Top Model, she was in this movie called The Walk. It played on BT one time. I tried to do that movie, and I did a couple auditions. And I remember being like, I want to be a comedian. And I feel like one time I told my dad I want to be a comedian. And he was just like, but you're not funny. And I think he didn't mean nothing by it. He was just like earnestly speaking. And from that point, I just kind of let it go. And then I went to school, and I got out of school, and I was like, oh, I'm trash at working corporate. So let me try stand up. And that was when I was like 22. So probably since 22.
So he didn't discourage you enough to, because like you said, all right, well, then don't worry about it. So what made you say, okay, forget what Dad talking about. Let me go and get up out here?
Well, when I was like, I feel like I was in school and I always loved stand up. Even when I wasn't doing it, I was like, man, I was just like a big stand up fan. Like when I was a little kid, I used to watch Comic View. I used to watch Premium Blend, all the stuff that came on Fridays. So I was always a big fan. And then when I first started doing it because my homeboy had dared me because he tried it once and he was funny. And then he had me try it, and then we were just going to open mics just to have fun. And then eventually I was just like, oh, I think I could do something with this. So yeah.
Because most comic stories start at a dare.
Yeah. I think what it is, honestly, a lot of the dares is your friends and family seeing a potential in you, and they trying to leverage your ego against yourself to push you forward. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
They'll be like, oh, well, I bet you can't do it. You like, yes, I can, and then they end up manipulating you into doing something good. So
that part.
So I feel like that's what happened with everybody.
Do you remember your first time on stage? Like what you felt like and what the energy was?
So I used to tell people I started February. In my brain, my anniversary is February 2016. Okay. February 18th, 2016 is when I started comedy. But I went on stage one time before that in Athens. And I had two of my homeboys there. And I remember just being super nervous. It was only like 6-7 people in the room. And you know, like when you first started stand up, every room you in feel like you in the most important. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you can't believe, like you like stressed out. I just remember being real stressed, and I watched the other people's sets, and I was like, oh, okay, you know. And then I remember going up, and then people was kind of laughing, but you know, in my brain back then, people were laughing a little bit. I was like, I'm killing right now, you know. I thought I had tore it up.
Right.
And, I had a positive first show, and then I had a positive second, and then that third one was when I really bombed for real. And I was like, oh, this is rough. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of bomb was it? Was it a boo bomb or a silent bomb?
I think silent bomb. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like boo bombs are bad, but I think we don't talk enough about a bomb that happens in Atlanta that I haven't seen in other places, which is the crowd just decided you don't exist no more. That's the worst kind of bomb to me. I feel like at least with the boo, they still care. But like you be in Monticello some nights and you bomb it and then the crowd start talking amongst themselves. You know what I'm talking about? When that happened to me, I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, oh, the crowd said we're not gonna allow this guy to ruin our good time. So we just gonna entertain each other until he get off stage. Like it was literally would be like talking, and you just see people all starting conversations, and it just turned into like a restaurant while you're there talking. And
next thing you hear somebody like, "Hey, can you pass me the ranch? I don't know what they're talking about, but let me get that."
Yeah, they be up there just chilling, like just having a good time. You like, dang, bro, I really suck at this, you know.
So look, I will say this: out of the time that I've been doing comedy, I think everybody has that bomb story. I swear I don't. I hope I don't have a horrible one. Like, but I've had a silent one where I felt like it was a bomb. And then I forgot who headlined, but it was just like, you never let nobody see you sweat. And I was like, I really didn't care. This is when I knew comedy was for me, because when that day happened and it just seemed like it was extremely quiet, people was like, well, they weren't quiet because they didn't fuck with. They was quiet because they was listening. I was like, but I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get up there, you know how you end your little show like, all right, well, I've been such and such or whatever. So I was like, all right, y'all have been amazingly quiet. All right, then I'm out of here. He was like, you shouldn't have did that. You was doing all right. And I was like, man, fuck them people. And then I was like, you know what? I think I can do this, because the fact that I wasn't really shook up about it, I was just like, fuck the people. I was like, that's the creed I'm gonna live by from now on. FTP, fuck.
Oh, for sure. I think like it does take some resolve, and you want to care enough to get better. You want to care enough to get
Yeah.
better, but you don't want to care too much where you feel like uh this isn't the path you're supposed to be on. And
Right,
so
right.
I think it is like a fine line that you gotta, navigate.
Yeah.
But I think most of the time, in my experience though, people say that like they'll be like they just listening, and maybe for some people that's true. But I'm not
Mm.
saying nothing poignant on stage, bro. All my stuff is very
Right, I'm joking up
silly.
here.
All my thing is very silly jokes. So
Right.
if they quiet, they just did not find me funny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
If they quiet during my shit, they didn't find. They're not listening. It's nothing to listen to in my shit. It's no like knowledge or
Right.
anything. So, but
Like, I
everybody's
joking.
yeah, everybody's experience different. So I can't
I
complain.
feel you. Hey, everybody know what they did bad. And they just be like, all right,
Yeah.
well, shake it off, try again. And let me ask you this: like, if you ever done bad, like, are you like just craving? Like, okay, I gotta hit another stage just to shake that bad set off.
I gotta watch it out. Yeah, I feel like honestly, I feel like when I first started, I would bomb and go home. But I feel like you can't let the L beat you. Like one of the things I wish I didn't do, but I just didn't know at the time. I remember when I bombed at Cats for the first time, and this was back when Carlos Miller was still hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bombed so crazy. I bombed so bad, and then the roasting popped off, and I just left. And I was like, you gotta take that though. You gotta come in like you gotta try your best. If it don't work, you gotta still have some pride about you and either take that or go and try to get another set in. But so now I don't let it like try to weigh on me beyond that moment.
Yeah. So wait a minute, you telling me if you bomb, you supposed to stay there while they roasting the hell out of you?
It depends. Maybe for me that works for me simply because like I just realized when I leave, I'm taking the negative experience with me
Okay.
versus leaving it in the room. Like, hey, all that happened, you wash yourself of it, you go try again. I just I always try to make
Well,
myself
it
a little.
depends on how bad they roast you though. Cause it's like,
That's
yeah, you can sit in and be like, oh, he wasn't this or he wasn't that, whatever. But you know how Atlanta, some niggas they stay on you for the whole night. You be like, all right, nigga, enough.
I had that experience too. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I think about it, I disagree with what I just said. Because I've had that experience where a cat was cooking me the whole night because I had bombed, and then during this hosting, he kept whenever he ran out of something, he'd be like, "Y'all remember that cat who bombed?" And,
Right.
and then the crowd was laughing. I'm like, "Okay, bro, that all right, But
Right.
at
Like,
the same time, it's like you just don't want to be. I feel like I just don't want to ever be, like at the mercy of the bomb because failure is a part of anything. Like whether it be comedy, whether it be whatever, everybody grows from failure. So I feel like plenty of athletes miss the shot or drop the pass or whatever, and those people still became great. So I just try to embrace that part of the journey.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of, you brought up Carlos. How did y'all get that podcast popping? You and Rob.
Me and Rob, yeah. So we know. So me and Rob I've been a guest on Rob podcast a bunch of times, and people were just a big fan of. So me and Rob was always talking about doing a podcast together when I moved to LA. And at first we was gonna do it on our own, and then Rob, I believe, so happened to be communicating with Joe from 85. I don't know if y'all know. Some people
Yeah.
know Joe. He's one of the people who worked with the 85 South people. And I think Rob pitched it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, we with it." So that's when me and Rob started doing our thing, and it's been fun. We were having a good time. I'm glad the crowd liked it, and yeah, it's been real good.
Now, speaking of moving to my home state, LA, what
Yeah,
made you inspired you to make that move? Was it for the podcast, or you just wanted to go?
I I moved because I was working on this show on Netflix called Everybody's Live with John Mulaney.
Okay.
Um, and I was doing warm up on that. So they had offered it to me, but they said I had to live in LA. So I moved to LA to do that. And after the show was over, I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and just figure it out. So been there for almost it'll be about 9 months now. Yeah,
That's
been
good.
there for 9 months. Yeah, yeah.
Cause in LA ain't no punk. I went down there maybe the last time I went to home was 2024 to do
Hmm.
my chocolate Sundays, and them prices is different.
It's expensive out there. The
Yeah,
gas high, the restaurants high.
man.
It's so expensive out there. It
Listen,
truly is. Yeah, it's
me
like
and
it's
my best
like
friend went, and she we was like, okay, let's go grab something to eat before we run the streets. It was like, well, let's go somewhere kind of affordable today. I was like, oh, let's go to IHOP. Man, I went to IHOP. Something that would have cost me $9.99 in Atlanta cost me $34.99, and it was the
yeah.
same meal.
It's ridiculous. It's weird because like people be talking about they make more in California, but I'm like, I still you think you netting less because
Yes,
rent is high, the gas high. I was at the
that's
dang.
why they stay high.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous.
They got to get through it.
Yeah, it's like it's bad. Like everything's so expensive. Haircut high. That's why I ain't got one
Mhm.
now.
Hey,
Everything
dread
high.
it up,
Yeah. What part of LA you from?
Carson.
Oh, for real? That's all.
Yep.
What made you move to Atlanta?
Mama, we moved down here a while ago because my brother's like 8 years older than me, so with that being such an age gap, and then the gangs and stuff, the gang violence was getting so ridiculous. She was like, "Nah, I want him to be alive, so we gotta get up out of here," and that's literally why we moved, because she didn't want him to get caught up in them gangs.
Candid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah,
It was a good move. It was a great move, because
yeah,
how your family is different. And like, I was talking to my brother a couple of days ago, and he was telling me some stuff that he did when he was younger, and stuff that I was just like, oh, you different. I used to threaten people like, I'm gonna get my brother on you, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't, because you would did something for real to them.
yeah, yeah,
like you, yeah. I knew you was gone, but I didn't know you was that gone. Oh yeah, you would have
yeah,
been in jail. Man.
yeah. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Like you'll be surprised when, like, a lot of times in LA, like it's a lot of gangs. It's weird where I stay. Right, I stay in the Valley, and it's
Mhm.
mostly Mexicans, and they be like spray painting like the stuff, and I'll be like, I've never heard of these gangs, but
Yeah.
clearly they popping over there, So I be trying to stay out the way.
You know what I always trip me out about when they do the graffiti, right? Like,
Mhm.
if we ride down the street and you see the graffiti like be on like one of them, how they get up there?
Yeah, you know that building downtown in LA,
Yeah,
that unfinished building. It's a building downtown in LA that I think people bought, and then COVID happened, and then they just didn't finish it. But it's a half built skyscraper in the middle of
Mhm.
LA, and they got people with graffiti all the way at the top of it, and I'm like, how?
that's I don't have that much like, I don't care that much. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
risk my life to tag.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
stop. No, we ain't doing that.
People dedicated to it for
I
sure.
ain't never been that dedicated to nothing in my life. On God.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well, moving on. Ooh, okay. Hold on, we did that one. Oh, you've been doing some big time TV shows. We got to talk about it. So you was on Comics Unleashed. How'd that go?
I was on Comics Unleashed. That was fun. It was fun, man. Meeting Byron Allen and just like doing like a real TV show. It's weird. It's weird because Comics Unleashed is like one of them shows that you was watching TV and then you fell asleep and you woke up and then that's
Mm-hmm.
just on TV.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I was like, oh, I felt like I'm a real comedian. Like I was on this like real program. You know what I'm saying? So
Did he smell rich? Because I know he rich as butter. He smell rich too.
Man, I didn't sniff him. I ain't gonna lie. I typically try not to sniff other men, but he was dressed nice though. He was sharp though. His clothes was clean. And you realize
So how did
any cat who like older, like, cause how old that dude is like what 60 something?
he been around since was the Teen Summit or Teen? It was something. So he he got to be like at least if he's not 60s, he probably like late 50s.
I'm about to look it up now. I'm just curious because I'm like, I feel like for me, as I try to, yeah, he's 64. I feel like for
Yeah.
me, as I try to be a
Oh,
little
he looks amazing for 64.
that's what I was about to say. I feel like for me,
Jeez.
a sign of wealth to me is like being older and like you just being looking healthy. He moving around normal. You can't even tell that he's 64 based on his shape and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I'd be like, I be trying to like eat a little healthier and stuff now. Kind of be like, oh, that's the real riches is like being like being in good shape, and being healthy at an older age. So
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
what they always say. Health is wealth. Trying to tell
absolutely,
you. But
absolutely.
how did you connect with that? Did they just randomly hit you up and was like, "Hey, I need you on the show"?
Man, I'm not even sure for real. I feel like who hit me by that? I don't know. I feel like I think they had I think the Booker had the Booker saw me on Fallon. That's what happened. The Booker saw
Nice.
me on Fallon, and then he reached out and said, "Hey, could you come do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to do it." So it was yeah, yeah, it was
Well,
cool.
appreciate that segue. Moving on to Fallon. How was
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah. Nah, that guy was amazing, man. Like I had an incredible time. Like it was a good time. Like my grandma came. That was my grandma's first time in New York, and
Nice.
she was saying, "Oh, this is so fun. This is one of the funnest days of her life, best days of her life." And she's 70. She's 74, 75.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
75. So it's like her still having those experiences at this point in her life is like I was proud that I could provide something like that. So it was just cool. I was glad she had a good time and it was fun. I mean, I was so nervous the whole time and
Well, I watched it. You didn't seem nervous. You seemed like you was up there knowing what you were doing.
man, I was freaking out. I ain't know what was gonna happen. I was so scared. But a funny thing that happened. So so it's at 30 Rock. I just thought that was a TV show. I didn't know that was literally the NBC building. So they sent a truck to come pick you up. So the truck comes, picks me up, and then it's paparazzi out there.
Okay.
And so then I'm like, it's like 35, and they got the cameras and stuff. I'm like, who is that for? And then like a movie, the driver turns around, like he turned around in the car. He like, those people for you, man. I'm like, what? So
Right.
then I'm like, well, I can't believe it. So then I'm like, oh man, here we go. I hop out the car. They all got the cameras. As soon as they see me, they put all the cameras down.
Oh. Wait.
They were
You
so
can break the
disappointed.
pose.
Huh?
I
I was getting ready to be
you can break the pose. Like, what we doing? Right.
they as soon as I hop out the car, it was like maybe like ceremony music playing, and then it just the DJ scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like they all, I swear it was like 30 dudes out there with cameras, and I seen two flashes. Like after like a 15-second delay, they were like, I guess they thought I was maybe one of the famous people who's gonna be on the show. They were like, I don't know who this cat is, man.
Oh my God. So you didn't say nothing? I would have felt insulted. I'm like, I put the cameras back up. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be somebody. I am somebody. Here, you talking about?
Yeah, I was just like, all right, well, I guess that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh my God.
yeah.
Well, since you did both of those shows, who got the best snacks in the green room? Or is it all healthy shit?
I'm gonna have to go with. I think both of them had a good snack arrangement, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Comics Unleashed because they had a full crafty.
Oh,
Like maybe because I was there, maybe because the time of day I was there,
okay.
but I was allowed to get lunch, like full blown
Nice.
lunch at the Comics Unleashed. So I'm gonna go with that. But I mean,
Okay.
they had everything too. I mean, but it was just like we got full blown food at the Unleashed show. It was cool.
Okay, so you was full after you left there.
Oh for sure. Oh for sure. Yeah, got to.
Well, speaking of, before we get out of that little segment, so with the Fallon, did they just reach out to you too?
I met the Booker of Fallon at this festival called Moon Tower. Well, I knew him for years. I knew him from because he used to come to Laughing Skull Festival, and I knew him
Okay.
then. And he saw me at Moon Tower and was like, "Oh, that was good." And then I think I submitted a set from that afterwards, and he was like, he was rocking with it. He thought it was good, so
You gotta put the people on game. So when you submit for stuff like that, like festivals, because a lot of times you go to these festivals, it ain't nothing but free showcasing, and it's like you don't mind a showcase for free, but it's like if ain't no really gonna be no bookers, no talent there, then what am I doing?
Well, honestly, for me personally, I feel like any maybe it just depends on what part you in your career or whatever. But for me personally, any opportunity to I guess when I first started, or at least up until maybe like a few years ago, my mindset was whatever any new opportunity that could be a potential gain, I was gonna take.
Mhm.
So, and listen, I'm not saying it's wise for everybody.
Yeah.
It led to a lot of credit card debt that I just paid off.
Right. Right.
Lot of credit cards to the max.
Did you pick and choose which ones you want to go to, or are you just like I'm just gonna try all of
I
them,
was
see what
like,
happens?
I go to everything I get in. I applied to everything. What I got in, I went to,
Okay.
and I kind of felt like if I went and I didn't get nothing from it, at least I got to do. I knew I was gonna do well, or I perceived myself to do well, and if I
Mhm.
did well, then I'm like, okay, this place will invite me back, or at least I'll get bookings from that later on, or I'll meet comedians that I don't know and foster some relationship like that. So I feel like my biggest thing now is just like now I can pick my spots a little bit more, but in that point I was like I'm gonna just do whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just do whatever.
Okay.
So I feel like I feel like that just that's what I'm saying. I feel like it wasn't all fruitful,
Hmm.
but it only has to be fruitful oh so many times. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did plenty of festivals where nothing happened. Essentially, did me doing some stand-up showcases
Right.
and meeting some people. But one of those festivals led to family. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like
It
oh,
was worth
it's
it.
like you only need one to do to you're only trying to catch one fish, but you go keep putting the line out. You go put multiple lines out there.
That
Um,
part.
so yeah.
Now talk to the people about like is how important it is to have clean sets too.
Obviously I work clean a lot. I kind of have a different opinion on this than a lot of people.
Okay.
I think in the short term, yes, clean is a way to build income. Like I think that if you want to make money and stand up in the short term, having a clean set is gonna help you for sure. And and I think obviously that's a lot of our goal is to get to a point where we can pay our bills with the stage. So I get that. But I think long term fandom comes from being the best version of you. And I
Hmm.
think some people, like me, I don't curse that much in real life. So
Okay.
I might not curse a lot in my set. But sometimes I can say stuff that's a little divisive or biting, which is not good for clean sets. And
Right.
I will curb those things. But now, as I try to build an audience, I feel like I try to just be whatever version of myself that I identify with, and then
Yeah.
allow whatever community to build around that. So I think for a certain part of the game, yeah, if you want to do cruises or you want to get colleges, I started off doing a lot of colleges, or
Okay.
if you want to do corporates and stuff, yeah, you gonna have to have a clean set and do that. But I think our long-term realistic goal, I don't think you need it for real. That's just me. That's my opinion.
No, I agree. Like, because I know a lot of times people say, "Well, you have to have a clean set." I'm like, I do have a clean set.
Yeah,
One,
yeah,
because
yeah,
authentically, that ain't who I'm. I'm not no raunchy person, but I'm saying my natural everyday life, I'm gonna cuss the hell out of everybody. So you want me to change my cussing because this nigga here? Nah, I'm, you know.
yeah. I mean, I feel like some people that I feel like that's a thing that's preached to a lot of people when you first start is about the clean set thing, and I do think it does make sense. Like if you're trying to immediately
Get out there.
make this profitable, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But I realize our long term goals aren't necessarily don't necessarily require that. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I feel like you kind of like wherever people, however you start is how they expect you to finish. So it's almost like you know how like a gospel singer would try to go secular. It's like
Yeah.
you can't do it that way. You can be secular and go gospel, but you
Hmm.
can't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't start off gospel and then be like, hey nigga, I want to talk about shaking that ass now. Like, nigga, no, we don't believe
Yeah.
in you.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
like, I mean, look, all your greats. I mean, listen, there are great comedians who are super clean,
Mhm.
right? And that Eddie, Pryor, whoever, the people
Mhm.
was dirty. They told dirty jokes. So yeah, I mean, it works for certain people. I mean, listen, I work mostly clean. I made most of my money at the beginning being clean. So
Mhm.
I am pro being clean. I just
Yeah,
don't think it's as necessary as people act like it is.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Do what works for you.
Yeah.
Well, we are moving on. Oh, you know what? We need to talk about your Netflix is a joke. What we doing?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
now get into it.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. You know, I be thinking I haven't done stuff, and I appreciate this. I be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Uh
No, I
huh.
did it. No, we did it. We did the Netflix thing. That was what last year, 2 years ago. Um, yeah. This dude. Shout out to Brandon. This dude named Brandon. He worked for Netflix, and he held these showcases. One in Chicago, one in LA, one in New York, I believe. And then he invited me to the Chicago one. I just flew up there on my own dime, stayed on my homeboy couch,
Hmm.
and um, yeah, we did the show real cool. We probably did like what I think we had like two showcases, and he had saw me last year, and he gave me the invite to go do the thing. So that was
Nice.
cool, and it was a cool experience. I bombed the first show, bad. Shout out Rob Barbosa. Rob
Okay.
Barbosa was hosting. He
Hmm.
went up. He went nuts. That boy was going crazy.
Oh,
He man, he booked all of us. And then but then the sex shot did my thing. Sex shot did my
okay.
thing. And
He,
we was
he
in
he gassed you up to make sure you lit that second show up.
maybe he did because that first show I said, oh, this did not go well. And I was hurt. I was
Right.
hurt, but then it worked out. It always works out. No matter what, it's gonna work out. It's gonna go exactly like it's gonna go.
So he told you about, of course, you know, as most comics do, when you don't do good, did he tear you up like as soon as he got the mic back?
Nah, they wouldn't have let him do that on the
Okay,
Netflix
good.
thing. Yeah, on the
Okay,
Netflix, it was real strict. So like they just kind of he just moved on. You know what I'm saying? But
good,
that
good.
cat funny though, man. That cat good at what he do, and he was going crazy. Like he was killing him. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. 'Cause I will say this. That's the only thing that I don't like about sometimes with the comedy field, where like everybody got their bad day, you know. But it's
yeah,
like when they have a bad day, don't kick them while they down. Like as soon as you
yeah,
get the mic, oh, and nigga trash, right? But anyway, we gonna get like what? Why would you do that to
yeah.
somebody? Now they gonna shoot themselves. Like what we doing?
Yeah. But I think that just come from I don't know. You know, a lot of stuff be cycles, bro. Like
Yeah.
I feel like what really happens is that they had that experience. So then
Hmm.
when it's finally they turn, they want to do that experience to the next person. And
Right.
then that person gonna get eventually they go get good, get some cloud or whatever, and they sing, and then they go do it to the young guy. So it's just how it go. Like I feel like people just kind of, it's just a cycle of it. Yeah.
I only had
I'm
one
not taking it
show.
personal.
I only
Say
had
what?
one show. I only had one show where a guy didn't do very well, and it's like because I know he was feeling horrible. I didn't want to make him feel any bad, but like he kind of set me up where like if I don't say something about this, then what am I doing as a host? You know what I'm saying? But what happened was, long story short, we were all supposed to be doing like a certain amount of time, but some of the comics didn't show up. And it was like, okay, well, since all these comics didn't show up, the producer was like, I'm gonna extend y'all time. So instead of y'all doing 5 to 7, y'all could do like 10, 12 minute sets, whatever. We was like, all right, bet. So dude came up to me, he was like, hey Michelle, do I have to do like 10 to 15? I said, well, we got enough comics here. If you don't have 10 to 15, you don't have to do what you know you strong at and do, keep it like that. No, I got it. But I'm saying, do we have to? And I'm like, the fact that you're asking me lets me further know that you don't have it. And so I'm giving you the go away to say, hey, if all you have is 5 to 7, just do your strongest 5 to 7. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Do you? I done gave you an out twice.
You to tell you no.
Right.
So, you to be like, nah, you can't do it.
Right. I'm like, I'm giving you the option to say, no, I'm good. So, okay, cool. We get up there. He get on the mic. He do whatever he do, right? So for about 5 minutes, he rocking. It get to that 7-minute mark. That nigga was no more done, right? Yeah. So all of a sudden, while it get real super quiet, he was like, y'all all right? And they was looking at him like, yeah, nigga, are you okay? So I was like, okay, somebody just gotta tag him out. So I'm like flashing light. So he get off the stage, and I was like, dang, I don't want to say nothing bad about this brother, but I just told this nigga he ain't had to do no So I was like, all right. So I was like, fuck it. So I gotta do like, hey, y'all all right? Niggas, they bust out like, all right, so now we can move on. So I'm like, cause I wasn't gonna kill him, but I'm like, I got to address it, nigga.
Well, totally. Like sometimes I feel like for the show, sometimes you do gotta address somebody who bombed or something happened. Like, I mean, that's with anything too. Like sometimes it's not even bomb. Sometimes somebody got kicked out the show during somebody's set, and then the host can't just be like, move on. I think you gotta address like, oh man, buddy did whatever, and then let it go. But yeah, I think everybody just had different experiences with it. I mean, I will say, listen, sometimes you do gotta address it. Sometimes you even gotta roast to be on the crowd side. But some folks do be tearing people up. I mean, and I'm not innocent. I too have said something crazy, somebody bombed, or even somebody heckled and I overshot it. It's just how it goes. Sometimes you make a mistake. So
nah, I feel you. All right, well, we're moving on. What's one hard thing that you had to face in the industry, and how did you overcome it?
One hard thing I had to face. I think for me, shoot, this is a good question. It's a lot of hard things. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I feel like a hard thing for me is just building my own structure. No, that's not industry. Let me think of the industry. A thing that's in the industry. Okay, there you go. I think growing up in Atlanta creates a type of person that there's a lot of, but I think sometimes industry professionals can't conceptualize, which is a dude who grew up in an all black environment, right? I'm not fish out of water. Like I didn't grow up around white people, but I also was not in the streets. Right. And I feel like in white people brain, there's two. There's fish out of water, and there's guy that they perceive as whatever, Right. And I'm neither one of those things. Now, there's an audience for what I do. I'm very silly, and I'm very much so of my culture. But I think that they have two boxes, and when you don't fit in neither box, they feel like they try to put you in one. Yeah. It's something, and not like, and at first I used to think it was malicious, but I was starting to realize it's just hard for them to conceptualize. I need to put my computer on charger. Hold on one second.
Yeah, do you think?
You know, but yeah, all right, but yeah, I think like it's hard for. Well, maybe I should actually wait. So I got the charger. But okay, there you go. But yeah, I think it's hard for them to conceptualize that, and maybe it's not the most profitable arena of people. Maybe it's a subset of a subset, and they're like it doesn't benefit them. I don't know, but I think
Yeah.
like a lot of times, like I feel like they don't conceptualize just being some dude. You know, I'm just some random dude. It's not really like all of that. Okay, like great example. Well, I don't blame them though, because they just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, if I was a booker for a comedy show and they said, "Hey, we need a Vietnamese person," right? And then I see a bunch of Vietnamese comedians, and then this one Vietnamese comic is like, "Man, you know, Vietnamese people, man, we wear one sock on Tuesdays, you know, whatever." And I'm like, okay. But then if one Vietnamese person like, we be doing nails, I'm gonna be like, my mama get her nails done by Vietnamese people. Therefore, this is my Vietnamese candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't know enough about Vietnamese people to relate to the insular things that are funny to them or their experiences. All I know is either this is a person who relates their stuff to me, or this person has a huge following of people that's of this demo. Therefore, they must like them, but they can't really do a development of an artist that is not within their realm. That's why you see like with like I feel like with white comics, you'll see they have variety of who they are. You could be a white comic who you talk about the shapes. You the geometry comedian. You know what I'm saying? But they can perceive that because they know that type of white person. But they have very limited views of people outside of their race. Therefore, they can only conceptualize few comedians forming. Am I making sense in what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because they think it's only like two types of black people. It's a plethora of types of, you know,
It's a range, it's a variety. We as diverse. I mean, just biased, but I think we want one of the most diverse group of people to ever live. You know,
absolutely.
And so like I feel like sometimes because I may be a little quirkier, it immediately turns into, oh, you grew up, and it's like, no, that's not the case.
But they don't know you really like lemon pepper wings like that. They be thinking like, you know, you be liking couscous and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They want me. They think I'm a couscous comedian. They think I'm a couscous, a quiche. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the couscous guy. Yeah.
So, question, because you know I got to ask you, where did the stage name Mandal come from?
Mandal means man sandal. That's all I take. Mandal means man. Now it was something I came up with in like 12th grade. I was like real negative, and I was like, I'm gonna be a positive dude. And then I started, I was like, man, I'm gonna start being like them dudes who be wearing them sandals, bro. And I just started saying that. Then I made it my Twitter name. And then when I went to college, people would call me that based off my Twitter name. And it's just kind of nickname that stuck. And then when I first started doing stand-up, I was working in corporate and stuff. And I kind of didn't want people to be able to find that I was doing stand-up because I was working.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, right.
And so I just went with that nickname and it just stuck. So yeah. I wish it was a better story. The mystery is better than the story. You know what I'm saying?
and then okay. Now listen, I did see your Jimmy Fallon, and I did see your wardrobe. So where did your sense of style come from that day? Because now this is just me my assumption. My assumption is you was giving Carlton Banks, you know, Fresh Prince, you know, his prom outfit. That's what I was thinking. But what was your real?
So I always thought since Dumb and Dumber, I don't know why. I always thought the early '80s, late '70s when they did the ruffle shirt.
Uh-huh.
I always thought that was fly. And then I was just going back looking at old Carson,
Okay.
um, old like just old them old sets, like them old late night sets, and you would see them outfits that Rudy Ray Moore had on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude from Dolomite, like when he had suits he had on in the movies and stuff, and then Red Fox will always be clean. Red Fox would be fresh, and he did a set not on it wasn't Carson. I think it might have been from his special. He did some set I looked up
Okay.
on YouTube where I don't remember the exact set, but he had the ruffle shirt on too, and I was like, I just want to do like a like almost like a ode to those older comics of those generations before me, and do something fly.
Okay.
And I just thought it looked fly. I just thought I was clean. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I thought it was a fly look. My mama was like, I don't know about this. Everybody else was like, no. But then when I put it together, like, okay, this thing cool. So I think next year
That's
I'm gonna
why
just kind
they
of
think you eat couscous right now.
yeah. That's why they think I'm a couscous guy now.
But
Yeah,
it's okay. You did your thing. You stood out. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think I might start wearing that stuff on stage full time. Like every show, I might just come out just like that, just to do it.
Hey, if that's gonna be your uniform, rock it.
Yeah, I feel like it'd
Have
be
every
fly.
different color.
Nah, for sure. I put it on. I said I think this clean, and I just stuck with it. So
All right, now, shoot.
yeah.
All right, last serious question. Well, two last serious questions. Okay, name an entrepreneur that you look up to and why.
Entrepreneur I look up to. Entrepreneur I look up to. Interesting. Um. Hmm. Probably Currency. Currency the
Okay.
rapper. I like the idea of having a cult audience. I like the idea of being able to live where I want. He from New Orleans. He live in New Orleans. I like that. I would love to be able to function my stuff out of Atlanta.
Mhm.
Um, I like the idea of like, just like he makes his stuff for his audience. And he's not necessarily worried about or interested in the things beyond that. I think
Yeah.
having value in some people who support you and feeding them, and they make purchases of your stuff, and y'all have like that type of relationship seems like the best option when you don't really have to be doing projects you don't want to do, be in places you don't want to be, but you still are doing real well. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think Currency. Sure.
Guess what? Candid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com. We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right. Keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Candid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.
Let's go. All right, last serious question. What are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer or entrepreneur?
Words of wisdom. That's tough. Hey, that's tough for me to have because I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to think.
Well, I ain't that wise yet.
You said what?
You said I ain't that wise yet. I ain't that wise yet.
I don't know. Words of wisdom. I say, man, just I would say whatever negative situation, whatever good situation, any situation, it's go past. So I think you gotta always be prepared for bad days, right? understand that when you in a bad day, eventually that bad day is gonna be over. And then in your good days too, you gotta make peace with the fact that it may not last forever, which is good too, because then now you really enjoying it for what it is, rather than just thinking that this is just commonplace what's happening. I feel like for me, I have a good understanding of when things are good, and I'm appreciative of those moments, and I understand that this may not last forever. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try my best to make it last as long as it can, but I'm okay with it not being there, and I'm also okay when things are going wrong. So I just trying to keep a level head by understanding that it all passes. So I would say that.
Come on with the wisdom on this good day.
Hey, I'm just trying. That's the only thing I could think of. As far as like, do this with your money, do that with your money. I don't know. I don't know nothing about what to put this, where to put that. Make this church. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we are moving on to the fun segments. Our first segment is kiss or diss. So
Okay.
you decide who you kiss and who you diss on celebrity crushes.
I'm gonna kiss
All right.
everybody. Lie.
You got to pick. All right, we got Janet Jackson or Sierra. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Oh, you gotta pick one.
Yes.
Is this currently right now?
It's whatever decade you want. It could be 1980 Janet. It could be 1990. Whatever.
I'm gonna go prime Janet. Prime Janet.
What's prime Janet for you?
Control.
I knew you was gonna say that. Okay. All right. Next one, Kelly Rowland or Carrie Hilson. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Kelly Rowland. I'm going Kelly Rowland for sure. Kelly Rowland here.
Last one, we're gonna go with civil rights because we almost in Black History Month. We got Mary Cloud Bethune or Shirley Chisholm. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Oh snap! I'm going Mary Cloud Bethune.
Okay.
I'm going Mary Cloud Bethune for sure. For sure. Yeah. I'm going Mary Cloud Bethune. That. This is the civil rights portion of this is very funny because it's like because this is somebody's great grandmama I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I normally do TV things, but I was like, we getting close to Black History Month. Go on, bring them in.
Bring them in, man. Bring 'em in.
All right,
Yeah.
moving on to D.A.Q. That stands for dumbass questions, just random fun questions I want answers to. What's
Okay.
the worst job you ever had?
You said what?
What's the worst job you ever had?
Worst job, McDonald's. McDonald's a hard job.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
one thing I feel like people think that you work at McDonald's, man, that's not hard work. It take a lot of managing. You got to move very fast, which is not my strong suit. It's like I think McDonald's that McDonald's hard work. I'm going with that.
What? Okay, now I've also been a McDonald's employee before. Have you ever got in an argument at the drive-through window? Because I almost drug a bitch in the drive-through window.
But you know something, they wouldn't let me work the drive-through window.
Why?
Simply because I was starting in fries, and I was so bad at fries that I ended up being like a janitor there.
How you be bad at fries? All you got to do is cook them and salt them.
One time I was salting them, and then the little thing fell off, and then salt got everywhere in the little thing, and so we had to clean it out, and it delayed everybody. Cass was pissed. They was so mad about that. They were
So
rightfully
you hard.
Yeah. Yeah, they was right.
That backed up that whole line for the whole day.
Yeah, it was bad. Like I really ruined everybody's day. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Name one embarrassing moment from your childhood that you're willing to share.
Oh, embarrassing moment from my childhood. I'll talk about it on stage, but one time, I was the second fattest dude in the school, and the first the fattest dude, and me, the second fattest dude, got into a fight
Mm-hmm.
with everybody. And that would I used to tell a joke about it. I wonder if he doing all right, but we got into a fight. I don't even remember what we was arguing about.
It wasn't
But
food.
nah, it was. Look, thank God it wasn't food. Thank God it wasn't food. But man, just the two fat dudes in the school getting into a full blown fight was just
Right.
so impressive, man. People was just talking about that jump forever. I feel like that's one for sure. Yeah.
You know what? The argument might have been something stupid. It's like, no, nigga, you bigger than me. Hey, you talking about?
Man, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember us getting into a fight and everybody being like, "Man, it looked like they playing. They moving so slow." Everybody, they was on our heads about the speed of the
It was the slowest fight they ever seen in their life.
Yeah. It was all bad. Yeah.
Did anybody get any punches in?
Yeah, I feel like I punched him twice, and then he punched me or something. It was a couple punches, and then we was just like a choking. We was trying to choke each other. We was trying to do this, and we both just
Yeah, you looking for each other's neck, nigga.
trying to pull each other's neck. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what I said in the joke. We were literally trying to get up on the chins, all the chins.
You move your neck, nigga. No, you move your chin.
Yeah. Nah, that jump was embarrassing. We shouldn't have been doing that, but
Oh, Jesus, that is ridiculous. Okay, if your life was a sitcom, what would the theme song sound like?
Oh, probably something from Ohio Players. I love the Ohio Players.
Okay.
Like that, honey, that song. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me find out you got an old soul.
yeah, I'm one of those. Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. What's a conspiracy theory you absolutely know isn't true, but you still okay believe it's going on?
Yeah, I believe that the reason why AI uses up all that water is because they're trying to get rid of the water, because we know you put water on a robot for it to die. Now I know that the water is there to cool off the computers, but in my brain, the AI is thinking ahead by having less water around because they don't want us to short circuit them when they start acting up.
So you saying in the movie I, Robot, if we all had super soakers,
we would have been straight. We would have been straight. If everybody had a water balloon,
yeah.
if you saw their neck and their arm, like the face and the body was had that shell on it, but the neck and the arms and stuff was still exposed. The electric pieces were still exposed. All we need is big old gallon.
Okay. That sounds about right to me. Shoot, I approve this message. Okay.
We would have been straight for sure. If we would have had all the boys just doing that one, out of here.
Get you a good water hose, would have been in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. If you had to create a lame superhero, what would their name be, and what would be their lame superpower?
If I had to create a lame superhero,
Mm-hmm.
if I had to create a lame superhero, I would have, man. I would have a superhero who, man, he would be called the super accountant, and he would figure out ways for you to not owe taxes, but the IRS won't figure it out.
Okay.
You never got audited or nothing. Like he know how to do the deductibles. He know how to do everything in a way where you never paid taxes every year.
So what's his name gonna be?
Oh, fraud man.
All right.
If he a scammer, he gonna be the Nigerian.
Okay.
Or the scammer. The something like that. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm trying to think.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
I'm just playing. No,
These are jokes, people. These are jokes. If you can't take
I
it,
will say this. Actually, let me correct something. We be saying Nigerian scamming. They not the only ones scamming, bro. Plenty of people be scamming. Bunch of races. Nigerians. I done got scammed from Indian folks.
What
Americans been scamming, huh?
I've only got scammed one time, but how'd you get scammed?
They never completed the scam, but they almost got me a couple times. This dude, one time the dude called me from Wells Fargo, and he like, "Oh, your account, people spending money on your account in Salt Lake City, Utah." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "How much money in your account?" And then he say, "You got to move that out of your savings and then give us your information so we can fix it." And I'm like, "Oh wait, Wells Fargo don't do that, man." I said, "Hey man, you almost got me, man." And he started laughing.
Right.
He laughing. He talking to people in the back. He like, "Man, this nigga said we almost got him." He laughing. And I said, "Hey," I'm laughing with him. And I'm like, "Hey, bro, but I tell you what, man, I'm about to report this number, bro. So we're gonna get up out of here."
Right. You might as well go ahead and get up out of here. You going down.
Yeah, he hung up the phone, but yeah.
Hey,
everybody be scamming. Everybody be saying Nigerian scam, but everybody's scamming.
Man, I think I guess. Well, they successfully scammed me, but it wasn't for much. It was like for $200. Even still, that's my $200.
Dang.
But the issue was they hit me up and they were doing they was kept calling. I don't answer numbers I don't recognize, but they left a voicemail saying like you got a warrant for your arrest and you had to So of course you call me like, "Hey nigga, what I do?" Because I don't remember doing shit. And you call back whatever. Oh, in order for us not to pull up to your place or whatever, you gotta put some give us some money in a gift card. It was so crazy, but so much was going on with me in that time. Like you already talking about I'm getting ready to get arrested. Then I had tax situation going on, and you was like, it affects your taxes. So they just hit me at the right time when I had so much going on where I couldn't think straight.
Yeah, hey, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? From here on out, and I never do answer numbers I don't recognize. But I tell anybody if I give my number, hey, text me now so I can lock you in. Because if you don't text me, I'm not answering the phone, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care if you leave me a voicemail talking about, hey, you going to jail tonight? Well, bitch, come get me because I'm not calling you back.
Yeah. Yeah, these people be trying to get away with that stuff for sure. Like that's
yeah, I don't know what's there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, all right. Last little stupid ass question. What's the worst name you could give a barbershop?
Oh. Shaky Hands. Shaky Hands Barbershop. Zigzags. Haircut Palace.
Okay.
Waybacks.
Right.
Waybacks hair studio and salon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another one. We in here squinting. You know what barber do? It's all bad everywhere. It's all bad for sure.
You call that motherfucker what to say? What line?
Yeah, what line hair studio? That's funny.
Oh, all right, we move on to G.M.G. That stands for what grinds your gangster. Name one of your pet peeves.
One of my pet peeves. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what's something that bothers me. Mine is when any person comes to a person whispering, and then that person responds back talking at full volume. Because I clearly whispered And this is just recent. When you at the comedy club, the waitress will go be like, "Y'all need anything?"
Mhm.
And then the audience member will be like, "Yeah, let me get 2 Jackson Cokes." And it's like, why did you think she was whispering?
Right.
She whispered so you could whisper back to her. But then they're like, hey, come here real quick. I need. Why are you doing this? Clearly we all whispering right now. And for some reason we
Right.
just decide to use above that. That's
You said it was above me now. Lead by example, nigga. That's why she.
yeah.
All right. We are moving on to a fan favorite called Opera That Thing Out. That's where you pick any song that you know at least a verse to, and you sing it in your best opera voice. It could be rap, it could be a nursery rhyme, it could be whatever you got.
See, and this was an issue because like as soon as you told me about this, I blanked. I can't think of a song. I feel like I know so much song, but now I can't think of one.
You said Currency was your favorite, so hey, pick one of his songs. Opera That Thing Out.
But now I'm scared to do it wrong. I got one. Jingle bells. 'Tis the season. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. That sounds like Luther Vandross. Oh how much fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Something about Christmas. Yeah. I really need to be an R&B artist. That I feel like I need to do comedy and focus on my real gift. You know what I'm saying?
You miss your calling?
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay. I got you. All right. Last but not least, we got our game, SingADoo. Now, SingADoo is a family-friendly music game that all can play. Is what you're doing is you're singing the melody of the song, but you can only use the word do. So we have different genres. We have hip hop and R&B, greatest hits, pop Billboard hits, country rock, old school TV themes, and party and dances. So what I'm gonna do a couple of them, and you're supposed to guess, and then I'm gonna hold some cards up, and then you can do some songs, and I'll try to guess.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to do the song. All right, this one is hip hop and R&B. You ready?
Let's do it.
Do 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 do. 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 Come on. Do 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 do.
Oh,
Are you serious? All right, let me try to do the hook. I'm gonna try to do the verse. Do 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 do.
Oh no.
I can't stand the rain, Missy Elliott.
Oh, I would have did that totally different.
Clearly. All right.
I can't. I would have been like, do 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 do.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, yeah, but that ain't the melody. That's just the beat.
Oh, you can't do the beat. You gotta do the word.
Yeah, you got the melody. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, fair.
All right, this is R&B. Do 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 do.
Oh, is it Justin Timberlake?
Yes. What's the name of the song?
Cry Me a River.
Come on. All right, there we go.
That is loose calling that R. I guess that's R&B. I feel like it's pop. Justin Timberlake.
I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna try it. This is hip hop rap.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Yeah. Okay. Let me find out you're the SingADoo champ. Okay. So I'm gonna hold up some cards to the camera. Once you find a song that you can do, let me know that I'm gonna try to guess it, and I'm gonna put the card down. If I need to move it, let me know.
Hold on. Okay.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
Oh, say my name. Say my name.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Okay. You might have been an R&B star back in your day. Okay.
Yeah, little music guy. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
Right until I can't no more. Town Road.
Yep. I feel like that's the easiest one. Yeah.
Last one.
Let me see. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
Oh man, I got that swag.
Yeah.
Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about.
You good at this. You was killing me.
I mean, I created it, so I mean.
Created this?
Yeah, this is my game. Me and my
Oh,
homeboy
this
DJ.
hard. Yeah, this fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
It's a perfect holiday game for all your people and get drunk and act a fool. So if anybody's interested, you can get it at SingADoo.com. But again, we are here about Mandal. Mandal, please tell everybody how they can find you, what shows you got coming on, what TV screens you're going to be back on. Let them know.
Yeah. I'm on the road still doing please purchase tickets tour. Also doing I got some dates coming up in January I'm about to announce. And I'm doing a special taping in February. If you in New York, please get some tickets. We need people purchasing tickets. Come on now.
Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about. What, you got a website that can get everything, or they go to your Instagram?
Go to Instagram. Go the Mandal Man on Instagram, on the Instagram, with TikTok, Facebook. I gotta make a website. I need to focus on that. Get me a little website.
Well, if you need a website, I got you because I know how to do this. But anyway, did you enjoy?
For real?
No, for real.
Okay,
Did you enjoy yourself?
You said what?
Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had an incredible time. This is a good podcast. You got great structure, great questions. It was fun. All around great experience. This is a good program. This is a good program for sure.
Well, tell all your cousins, your mom, and them, make sure they subscribe. And I'm trying to make this a real show. So next time you ain't got to be on Jimmy Fallon. You can be on Michelle C. Show. What we doing?
I would love to be on there. I would love that.
Let's go. All right, we'll see you next time.
What's SingADoo?
Hey, what's SingADoo?
Hey, yo, what's SingADoo?
What's SingADoo? Hey, cuz. What's SingADoo, cuz? SingADoo is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do, same genre. Do,
What?
do. Do.
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Just kick it.
We'll make
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list. But no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at SingADoo.com.